Let's talk about some myths about fibromyalgia or people with chronic pain and fatigue, because there are some things that really make me mad and are completely untrue. First one, you must be overweight or you are overweight. Nope, wrong again. I have never been overweight. I am 54 kilograms. Never been overweight. Not a thing. And actually there are people who have their fibromyalgia in remission and are a little bit overweight. Weight and fibromyalgia are not a thing. There is not a causation, it is a correlation in some cases. And I have heard of people being dismissed and they won't treat fibromyalgia until they work on the being overweight. But here's the problem. You can't really lose weight if you are in ginormous amounts of pain, extremely fatigued and not sleeping. If you are not sleeping, it is very hard to lose weight. It is very hard to balance blood sugar levels. Stop talking about being overweight with relation to fibromyalgia, except of course, yes, it would be ideal to be a healthy weight. That would be wonderful, but that's probably not step one, that's step parallel, okay? Number two, oh, you must be depressed. Nope, fibromyalgia is not a mental illness. People get mental illnesses and fibromyalgia, and it is a logical response to be depressed or anxious when you are in ginormous amounts of pain, exhausted, cannot sleep, and people treat you like poop. When people gaslight you, when people tell you you'll get over it, you'll be fine, whatever, you're making a big deal of it, you're lazy, you're overweight. No. They are things that you deal with concurrently, but fibromyalgia is not depression. It is not the same thing. The next thing is one that has really tripped me up in my whole life. Everything you experience must be fibromyalgia. Once you're diagnosed with fibromyalgia, everything must be it. No, completely wrong. Like big obnoxious noise, right? That's what holds us back. For 20 years, I was told my heavy, painful periods were just for me, just what happens. And when I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, oh well, it's just fibromyalgia. People with fibromyalgia get heavy periods. It was endometriosis. I didn't get relief until I was 37 years old and I had to have a hysterectomy and endometriosis excision surgery. Not everything you experience is fibromyalgia. Also this year, my low back pain, well, it's been ignored for many, many years, and oh, it must be fibromyalgia. Actually, it is hypermobile sacroiliac joints that go out. And we are just starting. How? After 20 years, we're just starting new diagnostic processes. Like, this is ridiculous. It's not fibromyalgia. So always, always, always try to rule things out. And when you have a new symptom, look at it on its own, okay? There was some research recently that said the same thing. When you have a patient presenting who already has fibromyalgia, get rid of the fibromyalgia and look at the symptoms and look at what it might be. Fun fact, hypermobility or hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, don't know if I'm saying that right, is often misdiagnosed as fibromyalgia. And the thing is, if you are hypermobile and your body is overstretching regularly, firing off things at your nervous system, of course you're going to have experience like fibromyalgia, because fibromyalgia is an overactive nervous system, and if your nervous system is getting too many messages all the time, how on earth are you going to get better? Anyway, don't assume everything is fibromyalgia. The next one, you are lazy or you need to push through better. If you just get on with it and push through and just forget about it, it would be better. Bull crap. This one pisses me off so bad. I am one of the most motivated people you will ever meet. I can push through more than you will ever know. And so the next time someone says this to me, I might slap them because I am sick of it being said to me, and there are some people in my life who say it regularly and I really want to slap them. I am not lazy and I don't need to push through better, and I haven't got better until I learn to stop pushing through. You need to learn to rest. You need a pace. You are never going to get better. You are never going to calm your nervous system, your adrenals, your thyroid, your heart rate, reduce pain, reduce fatigue, sleep better until you learn to calm the hell down. This whole world needs to learn how to calm down, how to switch on the parasympathetic rest and digest mode. You are not lazy. You do not need to push through. The irony is, learning to rest well and learning to look after yourself will make you more productive. That was a big one. And the next one, you don't exercise or you just need to exercise. No. You can exercise all you like, and exercise is helpful, and moving your body is helpful, and your body is meant to be moved, yes. And yes, there's a lot of research that says exercise can help fibromyalgia, but in the right way. Fun fact, I have always exercised. And in fact, when I first started my journey to getting a bit better, I had to reduce how much exercise I was doing because I was doing the wrong type of exercise and way too much and causing more pain. We need to work in line with our energy envelope. And there are parts of our body we're going to have to be more careful of. I have to be very careful of my sacroiliac joint, my low back. And a lot of those exercises, if you go online and type sacroiliac joint dysfunction, they have a whole heap of exercises they recommend. All of them are bad for me. I cannot do them. They cause a lot of pain. They cause my sacroiliac joint to go out of place. If you have hypermobility and you start doing stretchy yoga, you're going to hurt yourself again. You have to exercise, but you have to do it in a very careful manner. And it's not the cause of your fibromyalgia, because I have exercised the whole time, and I was a very competent exerciser right at the beginning when I was diagnosed. The other myth about fibromyalgia, you eat poorly, you eat unhealthy, you eat bad. Not me. I don't eat white flour, anything refined in the carbs. I don't eat a lot of sugar, and I eat a lot of meat and veg. And yes, some people do well with a vegan diet and some people do well with a keto carnivore diet. I believe that the factor that joins them is less processed. Yeah, eat some less processed food, but eating poorly is not the answer. For some people, removing gluten makes a big difference. And so for that reason, yeah, try removing gluten. But it's not everyone. There are very few people actually who are just magically fixed by the way that they eat. It's not because you eat poorly. Though, it's not going to help if you eat poorly. And the last one, oh, you didn't try yoga. I am a yoga and meditation teacher. I have done yoga for a long time, and I have trained to be a yoga and meditation teacher. And still, I have fibromyalgia. Yoga is very helpful. It is very helpful for gently stretching my muscles, keeping myself moving, and calming the nervous system. And I think that's the number one thing, calming the nervous system. And so for that reason, I recommend it. And I have a free series for you, which you can click and get below. But that's not going to cure you. And doing yoga doesn't stop you getting fibromyalgia. Fibromyalgia is a central nervous system disorder. Something is going wrong. There are too many messages going to the nervous system, and it is taking the messages incorrectly. We don't have answers yet, but it's not caused by any one thing you do. You did not cause your fibromyalgia. Yes, basic healthy living and lots of these things are going to support you, right? Being metabolically healthy, treating depression if that is there, gently moving, everything you experience, treating that appropriately, making sure that you're not eating lots of processed junk and sugar, and gently moving and calming your nervous system. All of those things are going to help. They're not going to magically cure it. There is no cure, and you did not cause this. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that it gives you the strength to advocate for yourself the next time someone says something nonsense to you. Let me know, what is your favorite or most prevalent myth that you have heard?